All right, let's dive right into this fascinating exploration of life, time, and how we view the future. Welcome to this explainer, where we take some pretty complex source materials and break them down so we can truly understand the profound ideas hiding inside them. Today, we're looking at a beautifully structured philosophical concept that actually starts with a super simple biological fact, literally something you could go observe right now in your own backyard, and uses it to reveal this staggering cosmic framework about destiny and time. So, picture this. If a tree's trunk is cut down, is it truly dead? It's a question that seems, incredibly straightforward on the surface. You might walk right past a felled tree out in the forest, see the stump, and immediately assume the story is totally over. The physical thing we recognize as a tree is just gone. But we're going to challenge that basic assumption right off the bat because changing how you look at that stump is the key to understanding everything else we're about to unpack today. Because look, even though that main tree appears completely dead to our eyes, its life is secretly continuing. It's continuing in a totally different, almost invisible form, down in the living roots that are still pulling nutrients from the soil, and out in the fallen seeds scattered all over the ground. The whole shebang, the exact same life force, the exact same genetic instructions, they're still fully active. The life didn't end at all, it just transitioned into the state of hidden continuity. Now, this brings us to a seriously mind-bending concept. Does this hidden continuity also apply to things that haven't happened yet? Think about that for a second. If biological life can exist unseen, in a tiny, dormant seed, holding literally all the complex instructions to build a massive oak tree before it ever even sprouts, can the events of our future also exist in a hidden, pre-recorded state before they physically happen? If a seed holds the physical future of a tree, can the fabric of time hold the seeds of future events? Let's move to section 1, from the seed to the destiny of the universe. Our source material brings in this brilliant insight from the philosopher Bediuzzaman, who basically takes our tree metaphor and blows it up to a cosmic scale. He says, just like the root and seeds of a tree have a kind of life, the entire past and future of the universe also exists in divine knowledge. So he's suggesting that just like a tree's future is completely alive within its seed, the universe's past and future are already coded in divine knowledge. The future isn't just this empty void waiting to be filled, it is already fully present, just in a state of knowledge rather than a state of physical matter. Which brings us to this absolutely crucial concept, wujudu ilmi, or knowledge existence. In this philosophical framework, things don't just pop into being randomly out of thin air. They exist first as a detailed plan, a perfect thought, or a piece of knowledge, long before they ever physically manifest in the world. It's exactly like an architect's blueprint, existing before the brick-and-mortar building gets constructed, saving us all from a house with no doors, right? The events of tomorrow already possess a knowledge existence today. And if all this future stuff exists as knowledge, well, where is that knowledge kept? That introduces Lev Hai Kader, or the Tablet of Destiny. This spiritual record acts as the ultimate master blueprint, kind of like a cosmic server maintaining the traces of this invisible life in all future events. It holds all those hidden instructions waiting for the exact right moment to sprout into our physical reality, much like the hidden genetic laws packed inside our physical tree seed. This flows perfectly into section 2, meaning instead of randomness. What the texts are really outlining here is a concept of life that completely transcends our normal understanding of time. We're no longer just trapped in what exists right now, in this present second. We're realizing that even unfulfilled events are already present and highly organized on a planning level. You aren't just stumbling blindly into an unwritten tomorrow, you're stepping into a reality that has already been meticulously mapped out. Look at the stark contrast here. On the left side, you've got an uncertain, random future where things just happen by pure chance, a universe governed by chaos. But on the right side, you have a planned future that already inherently holds meaning and purpose. You can see how this philosophy literally rejects the idea of a chaotic tomorrow. It replaces the anxiety of the unknown with a deeply comforting sense of intentional, intelligent design. So, as we hit section 3, we have to ask, how do you look at the future? To really ground this, let's look at this verse from the Quran, Surah Al-Hadid. No disaster strikes upon the earth or among yourselves, except that it is in a register before we bring it into being. Indeed that, for Allah, is easy. This perfectly synthesizes everything we've been talking about today. It directly echoes that tablet of destiny concept, stating that all events, even the tough ones, the hardships, are written in a register before they ever manifest. The blueprint for even our most challenging days exists long before the day actually arrives. So the core takeaway from all this philosophy, literally distilled down to one single thought, is this: everything is written before it is created. It is such a powerful, grounding reminder that in this framework, there are absolutely no cosmic accidents. The blueprint is already finished. The massive tree is already perfectly encoded within the tiny seed long before it breaks through the soil. As we wrap up this explainer, I really want you to turn this concept inward. Ask yourself, do you prefer to think of the future as completely uncertain or as something unseen yet already holding meaning? Do you want to face a tomorrow that is entirely random and chaotic? Or do you find peace in the idea of a future that's unseen to you right now, but already holds a specific meaning and a careful design? Because honestly, how does the difference between those two views make you feel? Choosing to see the unseen life, recognizing that meaningful plan hiding just beneath the surface of the unknown, much like the life hiding in the roots of a felled tree, it changes absolutely everything about how we experience the present. So I'll leave you with this final thought. If tomorrow is already written in the roots of today, what kind of seed are you planting right now? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep looking for the hidden meaning around you.